you right where you got a gun on you. You got to have to speak to us. You understand?
Yeah, sorry.
You can call my lawyer.
No, we have to make sure you don't have a gun. You can answer that.
I don't have a gun.
Okay, well, we're going to make sure. Have a seat.
October the 6th, 2023, Columbus, Ohio, a quiet neighborhood, but police are already in position. They're waiting for 24-year-old Payton Shears. A felony warrant is in hand, and the arrest is moments away.
We're tactical.
And then, you got to secure that.
Roger that.
Thank you. You got anything on you? You got a gun or anything?
Do you have any weapons on you?
You ready for a cruiser?
Okay, we'll go back here, away from.
Yeah.
Have a seat, right where you got a gun on you. You got to have to speak to us. You understand?
Yeah, sorry.
You can call my lawyer.
No, we have to make sure you don't have a gun. You can answer that.
I don't have a gun.
Okay, well, we're going to make sure. Have a seat. Have a seat. Is your kid in the car?
No.
Is your kid a daycare?
No.
Somebody is taking care of your kid then?
Five more.
Oh, go ahead and stand up. Go ahead and stand up. She's going to be taking you, switching your cuffs out, searching you, okay?
You got anything on you that's going to help me secret blow me up? Anything I need to know about? You get turn your hands so the palms are facing each other.
Are you going to get sick? Get sick on the ground before you don't head on the cruiser, okay? You done?
In the grass.
Let's go. Should we go on this side away from the,
Bring it through.
You done?
The wrists are tiny. Alright, switch it again. Nothing tucked down anywhere. No, anything. Anything before it becomes a problem, becomes a convenience. There's nothing hard to take. Okay. talking about the roof or
She dropped a bunch of stuff up here. It's phone and purse, and they're holding it up.
When officers search her bag, they don't find ordinary personal items. They find belongings belonging to a 13-year-old boy. Items she claims she was trying to return.
This is her phone and her purse. This, I guess, is stuff that she was going to return to him.
I'll look at it and we'll actually return it.
Yep, sounds good. I appreciate it.
To understand this case, you have to look at who she appeared to be. On paper, Payton Shears was 24 years old, a mother, and engaged to be married. Nothing about her life suggested what police would soon uncover. In June of 2023, Payton Shears reached a major professional milestone. She became a licensed social worker in the state of Ohio. Soon after, she was hired by the National Youth Advocate Program, an organization focused on supporting vulnerable and at-risk children. When families struggle, when teenagers need guidance, these are the professionals who step in. They are trained to create safe spaces, to maintain strict professional boundaries, to protect the children assigned to them. Shears was assigned to counsel a 13-year-old boy. Her job was to advocate for his well-being. But according to investigators, those professional boundaries began to blur almost immediately. The safe space she was meant to create became something else entirely. The timeline is striking. All known incidents occurred in September 2023, just months after she received her license. Police say the grooming process was digital, secretive, and manipulative. What began as professional contact quickly moved beyond it, and that shift would form the foundation of the criminal case against her.
We don't think you're a monster here. We think you made some bad decisions and got in over your head a little bit. Okay? But this is going to be your chance to explain to us what happened. Have you been? What's that?
I want my lawyer here.
Okay. All right, so we're not going to interview you then, okay? And what's going to happen next is we'll take you here down to the county where you'll get slated, okay, to jail, and then
Tell me what my charges are.
right now it's going to be unlawful sexual conduct with a minor, a felony of the 3rd degree. There could be additional charges that come in an indictment later, but that's your initial charge. You'll go to jail for today, okay? And once you get down to the county, they'll dress you out and slate you in. And then if you're there in time, I believe they have Saturday arraignment. If you don't make Saturday arraignment, you'll be arraigned on Monday.
Tell me what led to the warrant.
So I can't talk to you without your lawyer since you want your lawyer here, okay? So if your lawyer wants to, your lawyer knows how to get all the paperwork and discovery process, so he'll be able to do that then. You'll be able to call your lawyer when you get down to the jail and let him know, and then he can come to your arraignment. He or she can come to your arraignment, and then you'll have a chance to get a bond at that point. So that could be tomorrow morning or it could be Monday morning. And then once you get a bond, if someone pays for your bond, then you'd be let out at that time. As the case progresses through the court system, you'd have to go to court dates, of course. But you wouldn't be in jail during that time if you posted bond. You understand that? Do you have any procedural questions for me? I can't answer anything about the case because you have a lawyer, but if you have questions, I'm more than willing to ask. I think that pretty much explains what's going to happen. Okay? Anything else? All right. Well, we'll get the officers to come back here in a minute, and we'll put you back in handcuffs, and we'll take you down to the car and take you on a short drive to the jail, okay? You can wait right here. This will come in. Other quick question is, your child, that child somewhere safe or is with someone? Okay.
Payton, we're almost ready to head out. But there's something really important I wanted to tell you real quick, and I'm going to explain why. But you are not to have any contact with at all. I don't want you to have contact with. I don't want you to have contact. Any of the sisters, anybody in the family, because that's going to be seen as you intimidating a witness, okay? And that's a felony charge. And so if you have contact with them, we will know about it. We will find out, and then that could be an additional charge. And I don't want that for you, okay? So please.
And they will revoke any bond that you have will be revoked. And if you get an intimidation of a witness, they will hold you to the extent of this entire court process. That could be over a year. So you have contact with them, it could put you in jail for a year while you wait for this to be done, okay? This is Kate.
I'm Kate, I'm with Children's Services, so I'm just here to notify you that you are an alleged perpetrator. We are doing an investigation involving the sexual abuse allegations. So the victim. I'm not going to go into other details. I will give you this, just letting you know of your rights, has my contact information on the front. So if you do decide you do want to talk to me about everything, there's my information. Okay. But there will be a finding against you of either substantiated, indicated, or unsubstantiated. And if it's indicated or substantiated and you don't agree with those findings, you do have a right to appeal it. But there's a process that goes with that. Okay.
Does everything we just said make sense?
And we'll put this with your property to go down to the jail with, okay? Elizabeth?
Yes.
So paughty.
I just hear it on me. Palms together. Here you go.
Yeah.
Following her initial arrest on October the 6th, Payton Shears was released on a $500,000 bond. The conditions of her release were clear. She was to have no contact with the victim, but that distance didn't last. According to police, Shears showed up at the family's home. The family refused to let her inside and quickly realized she was armed. She began screaming at the boy's mother, blaming her for reporting the abuse. She allegedly threatened to kill the mother, then threatened to kill herself. At some point, a shot was fired. Panic spread through the neighborhood as Columbus police rushed to the scene. Officers found Shears sitting on the front porch, a gun pressed to her own head, her finger on the trigger. After a tense standoff, she was taken back into custody, and this time, there would be no bond waiting for her.
Just stand in the corner there for a second. Face the wall, please.
Okay, that's good. You good? Have a seat right here. I'm going to take these cups back off you. You're going to do it now or when they come in? Okay. We'll get to talk in a second, okay? Just relax.
Did you say you're going to hurt anybody else?
No. Never wanted to hurt anybody else. Never would.
So your intention tonight when you went over there was to tell her your side of the story.
Yes. I wanted to ask her why she listened. Why didn't she give me a chance to tell her what really happened? And I wanted to, but I didn't want to do it over the phone because I didn't want her to get scared.
So you think she's been lying to her the whole time about what happened?
I know he's been lying. He lied to everyone. He lied to me.
How did he lie to you?
He lied to me because he took videos of me. He told me he would delete them if I just did some with him.
What videos did he take of you?
He took a video of me, and I didn't know until his friends started harassing me and telling me that if I didn't do things with them, that they would tell somebody.
What was the video that he took? Like the first video that he took?
The first video he took, I don't know what was on it exactly. I just know that his friends told me that they could see my face a little bit. And he took a video of me doing something. What?
Did he like send it to his friends or do you think he just showed them?
No, he showed them right after it
friends were calling you?
I don't know how many he had with him. There was probably like 4.
Oh, so they were all together, like calling you, like on speakerphone or something?
Yes.
What were they saying?
They were like, I know what you did. I know what you did. And I freaked out. I told them, they kept telling me, like, well, you could just do this with me too. You could just suck my dick. You could just fuck me. I won't tell nobody about
Was this after the first time that you guys did something?
the same day.
Okay, but was this the first time that you guys had done anything together?
Yes.
So how did he get you to do that the first time?
He kept asking me. I took him into the trampoline place. And he said that he wanted the phone charger, so I was going to give him the phone charger, and he came back outside.
So that's when you just took him to the party with his friends at Polaris?
Yes.
And what was he just asking and asking and asking?
Yes.
What made you kind of relent to him? Did he get violent or anything, or what happened with that? What made you just decide to do it?
No, he didn't get violent. He kept asking me to kiss him. I don't know why. I kept saying no. I freaked out because I have a family.
Yeah.
I have everything. I love my job. But I cared about him during those months. Like, I cared about him. Like, I saw him as like a little brother. I know I wasn't supposed to see him that way. But I couldn't help it. I just wanted to help him. He kept just telling me all the negative things at home and how nobody cares about him, nobody pays attention to him. And they just see him as someone that's gonna go to prison and all this stuff. He just kept telling me this shit.
You think that was all part of the manipulation then?
He put his hands around my neck.
When?
When he kept asking to kiss me, he put his hand around my throat.
Like strangling you? Like tightly?
He just did it. Like, I don't know if it wasn't really tight. It was just there.
What did he say when he did that?
It was up against the seat. He didn't say anything. He kept staring at me before he put his hands around me. He kept staring at me. Just staring. Like, I felt like I was just doing something wrong.
And then what happened that he took the video of?
When he put his hands around my throat, he started kissing me, and my head was up against the seat.
Mm-hmm.
And I pulled away. But I couldn't pull away. He wasn't violent towards me.
Just kind of like forceful?
I just shut down. I just shut down after that. I didn't say anything. He just told me to pull over to this spot.
Where was the spot? Like by the trampoline park?
Yeah.
And so then what happened? Did he like take off his pants or what did he? I mean, I just don't.
He said, get in the back seat.
Okay. And at that point, you felt like he was kind of had control over you because you said you shut down?
He's always had control of me. Just not sexually.
Yeah. And so he said get in the back seat. And then what?
I did. But I was ready to just sit there.
Mm-hmm.
And then he kept
And you guys weren't saying anything to each other?
I just kept saying, what are you doing? What are you doing? He said, come on, just do that. Just do that.
So was he like sitting on top of you at that point, or
No.
where was he positioned in the car?
He was standing up outside, and I was like going in the car. And I did get out.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when I tried to get back in because he put his
With his pants on?
yeah.
And so you were faced away from him at that point. Okay.
And then I kept trying to crawl in the car and said, "What are you doing?" I said, "No." I said I didn't want to do that.
And then what did he do?
He got frustrated. He got in the car and he shut the door next to me. He was sitting next to me.
Mm-hmm.
And then he just started staring at me. And he told me to just do that.
Do what?
He told me.
And then how long were you down there? What'd you say?
I just did it. And he reached up to grab something, and I didn't know what he was doing at first, and
Do you want me to move your hair?
yeah. I didn't know what he was doing at first.
And that's when he was doing what? You later found out that that's when he...
I tried to lift my head up.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to stop. I thought he was just looking at his phone for notifications or something to see if his friends texted, because they kept texting him, telling him to come back.
So you didn't find out what he was doing until later that day, after you dropped him off, you said?
No, I tried.
What did he say anything?
But I was calm. I wasn't upset at the time. I was just listening. I wasn't crying or anything like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So that's not like usual 13-year-old behavior, right? Do you feel like he acts like...
He's not a normal 13-year-old.
What?
He's not.
What do you mean by that? What other ways is he not like a 13-year-old?
He left school every day to go steal from the stores every single day. He got in fights in the bathrooms every single day. He took pictures of himself with guns.
His mom...
And they were on my phone, and I deleted them. They were on my work phone. He kept using my work phone to get on social media and stuff. When he wouldn't have his phone, he would get it taken away all the time for getting suspended.
Like when you were together, he would use your phone?
Mm-hmm.
And then you just find those pictures on there?
He screenshotted them from one of his friends or something on Instagram.
So you dropped him off at home after that happened?
I didn't even tell you everything that happened.
Okay. So keep going. Where we were. Alright.
I don't really remember every single thing. I mean, I do, but I heard him put his phone away. I heard him put it in my kid's car seat. So I didn't know he was recording anything. And then he kept looking at me. He said he was good. And
meaning what?
Well, first he said he didn't really say it. He did say it, but he didn't say it. And he kept asking for me to have sex with him. he kept asking why. I just kept saying no, and then he said, well, he just said why. I said, do you know why? I wanted it to stop. I wanted it to hurry up and just end.
Yeah.
I was trying to be nice. I didn't want him to get mad at me. I didn't want him to think that I didn't care about him. I don't know why I always do that. I don't know why I just let people do this to me.
What did you think would happen if he got mad at you?
In the end, this case isn't just about what happened in parking lots or inside a car. It's about something bigger. It's about how quickly trust can become a weapon. How easily a young victim can be silenced, not just by force, but by fear, by shame, by the threat of exposure. And while Payton Shears claimed she was aiming at the sky, the reality is her actions were aimed at something far more permanent: a life, a future, a sense of safety. And once that sense of safety is taken, it is never fully restored. This case is a reminder that predators don't always look dangerous. Sometimes they look like mentors. Sometimes they look like counselors. Sometimes they look like someone you're supposed to trust. But behind closed doors, the mask eventually slips, because in the interrogation room, the truth has a way of surfacing, and justice begins with one thing: the victim finally being heard.
I'm really sorry that all of this happened. I feel horrible that the mother and that their family has been affected so horribly by this and by my actions. I was not thinking rationally at the time that I showed up to the mother's house. I was extremely suicidal. I never had intentions to harm anybody but myself, and I'm just thankful that she took the right steps to call the police, and she saved my life that day.
She went on to address the alleged betrayal at the heart of this case, the reason that she was standing in front of a judge in the first place.
I just feel horrible for the mistakes that I made in the social worker-client relationship. I cared for him, I wanted to support him, but my lack of boundaries caused severe mistakes to be made. I'm praying for the family. I've been praying for the family since I've been in jail, and I just hope that they can heal from this. I hope that they can find peace and gain trust with other social workers in the future. And I'm hoping that this doesn't affect how he views women in relationships in the future, and that he can get the help that he needs and have a healthy relationship with his mother. I know that I messed up my bond and I lost trust with the courts, but I'm in a much better headspace now, and I'm going to continue to be. But I'm very sorry to everyone involved, and I wish that I could change the past, but all I can do moving forward is work on myself.
I'm to consider the seriousness of the offense, which is a serious offense. You violated the position of trust that you had. This young man was a child. He was a child. He was 13, 14 years old. That's a child. But I was disappointed in the pre-sentence investigation in that you seemed to blame him a little bit for, like, then, trying to trick you and coerce you into having additional sex, blackmailing you. And, you started, the whole incident started. You're the adult. You need to have the boundaries. You're trained professionally to deal with situations like this.
The court sentenced Payton Shears to 4 years and 9 months in a state penitentiary, and long after her release, the consequences will continue. She must register as a Tier II sex offender for the next 25 years, reporting to authorities every 180 days.